take a look at the starting lineup, the verbal starting lineup for Tennessee here. Kason Boer, the left fielder, will lead things off, followed by the first baseman Ryan Newell. Nolan Brown, the pitcher, will bat third, followed by Gabe Shepler, the catcher, batting fourth. Batting fifth is the third baseman Tanner Jackson. Hutch Weaver in center field, batting sixth. Batting seventh, the shortstop Ryan Pearson. The right fielder is Will Drucey. He's batting eighth. And at second base, the first baseman William Satinoff. And on the mound for Sylacauga, Alabama, is the big right-hander, Micah Griffith. Easily the biggest young man out on the field here for this evening finale. Micah Griffith on the hill for Alabama. Now, Alabama, a very interesting story. They did not even play in the state tournament. There was only one entrant in the state tournament. So this is the first game that these Sylacauga All-Stars have actually played together. They've had some scrimmages and they've had some practices, but because there was no state tournament for them to win, they were the winners technically coming out of the state of Alabama. So we'll see how they do here tonight against a very seasoned Nolensville, Tennessee Little League team. Nolensville survived their big rivalry with Goodlettsville, Tennessee in the district championship game. They've been playing Goodlettsville in that rivalry. Two of the best teams in the state of Tennessee meet up in the district every year, and since 2011, the winner of that game has gone on to the state championship. And that's exactly what happened again this year for this Nolensville team. Had a strong run through the tournament. They 5-time state champions, winning in 2013, 14, 15, 18, and now here in 2021. This Little League program, now known as Nolensville, at one time known as South Nashville, advanced to the Little League World Series in Williamsport in 2013 and 14. So Kason Boer leading things off for Nolensville. I'll do my best not to call them Vanderbilt tonight. I mean, the uniform's an exact replica. The son of the Vanderbilt pitching coach. Nolan Brown is the starting pitcher for Nolensville tonight, and therefore the very strong Vanderbilt connection. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Boer. It's outside, and it's 2-1. Case, as they call him, 5'3", 90 pounds, 12 years old. Mill Creek Middle. Parents Josh and Heather. Siblings Britton, Harper, and Emery. Here's the 2-1 pitch, a swing and a miss from Griffith, and it's now 2-2. Alabama has sent 8 teams to the Little League World Series, the last being Phoenix City back in 1999. Tapper foul. Who will come back to the batter's box. But this is the first time Sylacauga has ever played in the Southeast Regional, and it's their first state title since 1994. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Case Boer. Favorite players, Derrick Henry and Freddie Freeman. His favorite teams, the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Braves. 2-2 pitch to Kason Boer. Hit off the end of the bat into right field for a base hit. It's going to roll between the outfield, and Boer stands at second with a stand-up double to start this game. So a great start for Nolensville, as that ball split the right and center fielder, and an easy stand-up double for Kason Boer. Here's number 2, Ryan Newell, the first baseman. And Newell taps that foul. Newell, 5'2", 107 pounds, 12 years old. Out of Mill Creek Middle. Parents Tim and Megan, siblings Luke and Bren. Hit 5 home runs this season, all of them coming in the state tournament. Ball bounces to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch. And Boer now at third base. So immediately, Nolensville, a great scoring opportunity here in the top of the first. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Pitch missed high. They're going to score that in E4 on the original, so Boer does not get credit for a double. As the ball got by the second baseman Liner. By the way, maybe the best name in all of the tournament, Jet Liner, playing second base for Alabama. Ball ripped foul, just missed. Staying inside the fair line, foul line down the right field line. Would have been extra bases and a run scored for Nolensville. If he puts that thing down in that corner, he might have a shot at an inside the park home run in this ballpark. A lot of foul territory down there for that ball to get down and rattle around in the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Newell. You can see Griffith already working up a sweat. That's ball 3. Ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes Boer from third, safe. Nolensville has a 1-0 lead. So first batter, run scored here for Nolensville. And the count 3-2 to the second batter, Newell. Got him to chase out of the strike zone, and that's out number 1. So Newell retired swinging. Here's the pitcher, Nolan Brown. One of the things that's going to strike you about this Nolensville team is the number of left-handed bats they have. We haven't seen a lot of that in the tournament out of the first 6 teams that we've seen play today, but you'll see it a lot from this Nolensville team. Nolan Brown, 5'3", 110, 12 years old, Brentwood Middle, and his dad, Scott, pitching coach Vanderbilt, mom Mary, Kelsey, Riley, Emma, his siblings, sends this one foul down the left field line. Favorite player, Bryce Harper. Favorite team, naturally, dad's employer, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Pitch missed inside, 2-1. Says the coolest place he's ever been is Omaha. And I guess the way he's seen Omaha, he's experienced an Omaha that not many of us would ever quite experience. So now the second base umpire steps in here to rub up the baseball a little bit. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. Eddie Smith, our second base umpire. Harold Brannon working the third base bag. Michael Grossman over at first. And Jonathan Hagan, home plate umpire for this finale here, day 1. 4 first-round games in the books. 2-2 pitch. Gets by the shortstop into left field, gets under the left fielder's glove and rolls to the fence. Let's see if Nolan Brown can circle the bases. He's getting waved, gets the stop sign, ball gets away, but not far enough, and he's going to stop at third. So Nolan Brown now at third base. I would guess hit and an error on that play. So Nolensville with a chance to plate their second run right here. Here's the number 4 hitter, Gabe Shepler. Pitch missed outside. Shepler, 5'3", 100. He's 12 years old. Poplar Grove Middle. Parents Mark and Heidi. Siblings Lauren, Kaylee, Isaac, and Gideon. Comes from a big family. Hit him in the back. Runners at the corners.
Next batter for Tennessee, third baseman, number 21.
Well, Tanner Jackson was scheduled to bat here. They're going to pinch hit for him, I think, before he even bats. Looks like and they told us this was kind of a strategy. If they had runners on base, that they might do this and get Rocco Stark up there to the plate. He's a much bigger and powerful bat than Tanner Jackson. Jackson's kind of in there, better bat handler, puts down the bunt, runs the bases. But if they had runners on base early on, first inning, they'd pinch hit, and that's exactly what they're going to do here with Rocco Stark. Rocco taps it on the infield. Third baseman, no play at second. Everybody's safe. Run scored. It's 2-0. Jones couldn't get it over to the second baseman liner in time. So everybody's safe.
Next out for Tennessee, center fielder, number 8, Hutch Weaver.
And here's Hutch Weaver, the center fielder, another left-handed bat in this Tennessee lineup. Going to score that a base hit, so runners at first and second for Tennessee. So Nolensville, Tennessee, already putting the pressure on Sylacauga here in the top half of the first. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Weaver. Goes to the backstop. Everybody's going to advance 60. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Tennessee. Two balls, no strikes to Hutch Weaver. Two-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Hutch Weaver, nicknamed Chicken Man. 2-1, hit him. Bases loaded. Hit him on the foot. So bases loaded here for Tennessee in the first, and 2 runs already in.
Now step to the plate for Tennessee, the shortstop, number 7.
Here's the shortstop, Ryan Pearson, number 7, out of Pearson Academy. 5'4", 115, 12 years old. Andrew and Jacqueline, his parents. Andrea, Caleb, and Blake, siblings. Pearson takes the pitch outside. Bases loaded for Tennessee. Every batter except for Newell has reached. So that's 5 of the first 6. Here's the 1-0 from Griffith. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Pearson stands in there, sends it up the chute. Let's see if this is playable for anybody, and it won't be. Going to strike the overhang. And the young catcher, Ellison, was waiting for the ball to come back to him, and it went back the other way. He's still looking for it. He's like, where did it go? It hit and rolled the other way. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pearson. Griffith delivers. Got him. Big strikeout from Micah Griffith. Second strikeout for Griffith in the inning. Brings up the number 8 hitter. And yet another left-handed bat for this Tennessee team, Will Drucey. And Drucey taps that foul. Drucey is also their closer, a left-handed submariner. In full confession, when I was talking to their manager, Randy Huth, I said, I don't think I've ever seen a submariner in Little League. But I'm sure before this tournament is over, we're going to get a chance. Randy Huth said, think Dan Quisenberry just from the left side. Might remember the late Royals star closer. Ball hits the overhang and comes back and was nearly caught on the ricochet. Now see, if this was arena football, that would have been playable. Off the net, off the overhang, it's in play. Or actually, if it's played in the Rays Stadium, if it hits the catwalk, it's still in play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drucey fouls it off again. Griffith trying to limit the damage here. If Sylacauga could get through this inning with only 2 runs scored, it would be a big accomplishment. Bases loaded for Tennessee. One-two pitch to Drucey. That's ball 2. A lot of pitches for Griffith here in the first inning. Up to 33 already. 2-2 pitch. That ball is socked towards the gap. 1 run in, 2 going to go to the fence, might clear the bases. 2 runs in, here comes the 3rd, and they're going to throw the stop sign up for Drucey. A bases clearing triple. 5-0 Tennessee. That's the number 8 hitter. Shot it to the gap. They had no chance to run that down all the way to the fence. So Shepler, Stark, Weaver all scored on that play. And here's William Satinoff. Number 9 hitter. Tapper on the infield. Griffith gets to it, throws to first. High throw. Gets him though. And the inning comes to a close. But a productive top half of the first for Tennessee. Alabama batting for the first time when we get back.
Sports Photo is the official photographer of the 2021 Southeast Regional Tournaments. Be sure to visit their booth on the golf course to view their game photos and the great work they do for your child and your team. Blue Southeast Park is a tobacco-free complex. This includes vaping, chewing tobacco, and all other products. Thank you for adhering to this policy and keeping our complex safe.
back in Warner Robins, Georgia, bottom of the first, and Silicaga's got a lot of work to do. Nolensville, Tennessee, jumping out to a 5-0 lead with a big top half of the first inning. Here's a look at the starting nine for Alabama. The pitcher, Micah Griffith, leading things off, followed by the second baseman, make that third baseman, Sam Jones. Jackson Ellison, the catcher, batting third, followed by Aiden Hernandez, the shortstop, batting fourth. Andrew Mask in left, bats fifth. The number 6 hitter, the second baseman, Jet Liner. Number 7, first baseman Corbett Castleberry, batting eighth. The center fielder Hayden Burdett. And in right field is Leland Smith. And Nolan Brown, the left-hander. We told you they got a lot of left-handers. There's Nolan Brown on the mound. Favorite book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and who doesn't love that series? Nolan Brown on the hill for Nolensville. And Dad Scott, who's witnessed a lot of great baseball games and coached a lot of great baseball players, now watching son pitch in this one. He's Dad, not coach tonight, and looking forward to seeing his son Nolan pitch. And he's been staked to a big 5-run lead. And you think about, all the great pitchers that Scott Brown has worked with in his days as right-hand man with Tim Corbin. Vanderbilt team that got once again to the College World Series final, won the College World Series championship for a second time in 2019, and back in the final this year before losing to Mississippi State in 3 games in Omaha. Bunt attempt by Griffith, and he's out. He was out of the batter's box when the ball struck him in fair play, means he's out. And that's going to draw the manager for Alabama right out of the dugout. Pardon me, not the Alabama manager, but Randy Huth, the manager for Vanderbilt, or Nolensville. I told you I would do it. I told you I would call him Vanderbilt. I was over. It took me until the bottom half of the first to fulfill my promise. So,
now batting for Alabama,
Griffith
the third baseman, number 31, Sam
is
Jones.
out at the plate. That'll be scored a 2 unassisted. Sam Jones, the third baseman, bats for Alabama. Silicaga wearing the crimson jerseys here. And here's another look at what happened with Micah Griffith. Now see, ball. He stepped on the plate. That's what the ruling was. He stepped on the plate. Not that the ball struck him, but he stepped on the plate. So 2 balls and no strikes to Sam Jones. And there's a strike, 2-1. Two-1 pitch, swing and a miss, late on the fastball, 2-2. Randy Huth says this is not necessarily the most talented team they've ever had at Nolensville or the biggest or best pitchers and hitters, but the most complete team. I think you kind of got to look at that in the top half of the first as Jones goes down swinging for out number 2.
The next batter for Alabama, the catcher, number 2, Jackson Ellison.
Here's the catcher, Jackson Ellison. Brown to the plate. Strike number 1. Just now tuning in, North Carolina beat West Virginia 4-3 in our first game today. Ellison behind in the count 0-2. Then Florida beat Virginia 7-3 in game number 2. Georgia run-ruled South Carolina 10-0 in 5 innings in game number 3. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him on 3 pitches. Nolan Brown with back-to-back strikeouts to end the first. We'll head to the second. Tennessee on top, 5-0. Georgia. They're all in the winner's bracket for tomorrow's second round action. South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia in the loser's bracket. Winner of this game plays Georgia at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and the loser of this game plays South Carolina at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And if you were wondering, you saw Jack Leiter, you saw Tony Kemp, you saw David Price, all of them Vanderbilt Commodore stars. Mookie Blaylock, of course, was also in there, but he's a Nashville guy. He played at Overton High School in Nashville. Didn't play at Vanderbilt, but played at Overton. Mookie, what did I say? I said Mookie Betts. Now, Mookie Blaylock didn't play at either one of those schools, but Mookie Betts did play at Overton High School. Mookie Betts, Mookie Blaylock, and then Mookie from Do the Right Thing, the three famous Mookies of all time. And here's Kaysen Boer. And Mookie Wilson for you people that are Mets fans. So that's four famous Mookies. And I guess if we continue on, we could probably come up with a few more. So Boer at the plate. Batting for the second time. The count is 2-0. But this is Braves country down here. This isn't Mets country. The faltering Mets, we might add. Soon to lose the division lead. Little pop-up there on the infield, and that's going to be a base hit for Boer. Kind of fell in no man's land, and neither Griffith or Liner could get to it. So Boer aboard. And nobody out. Here's Ryan Newell, struck out his first time up.
Now box to Tennessee. First baseman, number 2, Ryan Newell.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Ryan Newell. Favorite players, Deion Sanders, Bryce Harper. Ball hit, hot shot, second baseman, Liner picks it up, throws to second, gets the out there. So they're going to send the, did we have catcher interference? I think we had catcher's interference. So runners at first and second, no outs on the play. So no out recorded there because the bat hit the glove of the catcher. Catcher's interference, first and second, and nobody out. Here's a look at it right there. You can see, yep, knocked the glove right off his hands. And here is Nolan Brown batting. First and second, nobody out here in the second. And Tennessee's at it again. Ground ball gets into right field for a base hit. Boer waved around third. He's going to score without a throw. Heading to third base is Newell, and it's 6-0 Tennessee. And we'll have a pinch runner for Nolan Brown. And that'll be number 9, Mateo Bruzzi. So Bruzzi is going to run. Running for the pitcher, Nolan Brown, get him off the bases. So then have to run around the bases and go back out there and pitch. Runners at the corners. Shepler at the plate. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner from first, and that'll be a stolen base for Bruzzi's. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Shepler, who was hit by a pitch and scored back in the first. Straight up the chute. Let's see who can make a play on this. Griffith, the pitcher, calls for it and takes it. So 1 down in the inning. Now Tanner Jackson.
Stepping into the box is third baseman, number 21, Tanner Jackson.
Rocco Stark batted in this spot in the first inning and got a single. You see Tanner Jackson, you got to keep 1 foot in the batter's box at all time. So when you call time, you got to keep 1 foot in. It's ball 1. Nice backhanded stab by Ellison, the catcher, to keep it from going to the backstop. 45 pitches here for Griffith. Alabama has recorded only 4 outs to get to that 45 pitches. Blooper in the left field, base hit. Gets by the left fielder. 2 more runs are going to score. And Jackson pulls into second, knocks in 2 runs. It's 8-0 Tennessee. So Tanner Jackson delivers in his first plate appearance of the game. And here's Hutch Weaver, walked his first time up. So they're going to score that a single and an E7 on the play. And there's a strike to Weaver. This Tennessee team just continues to pile it on here, leading 8-0 in the second. Did he go? They appeal down to third base umpire Harold Brannon, who said he didn't. Count 1-1. Nolensville Little League had some notables working in it there. Former Major League outfielder Colby Rasmus coached T-ball this year. And he was part of the 1999 Phoenix City World Championship team. Ball hit to the left fielder. He can't come up with it. Here comes another run. They're going to wave him. And he's going to circle the bases and score. Weaver knocks in 1 and scores himself. It is 10-0 Tennessee. We'll see how they score that, whether they giving him inside the park home run or not. Tough play for the left fielder out there, just couldn't come up with it and went all the way to the fence. Plated Tanner Jackson and then scored himself. So they're going to score that an error on the left fielder, Mask. So no hit, no RBI, but 2 runs score, which is the bigger story for Tennessee, and a 10-0 lead here in the second. So Ryan Pearson stands in, base is empty. It's still just 1 out. Pearson struck out swinging his first time up. Here's strike 1 to Pearson. They call Ryan Pearson the scientist. He's the smart guy on the team. Not that he's the only smart guy on the team, but he's a whiz at chess, studies Latin, operates his own ham radio station with his dad and his brother. Even has the scientist spectacles to make it official. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Into center field. That'll be a base hit for Dr. Pearson. The hit parade just keeps on coming here for Tennessee. So Pearson aboard, And Will Druzy, who had a bases clearing 3-run double, 3-run triple his last time up, stands in.
Will Druzy, number 15, now plate.
Been a tough night all the way around for this Alabama team. As we mentioned, Sylacauga, the only entrant coming from that state. So we knew they were facing kind of an uphill climb just simply because they had not had a chance to play any competitive games en route to the Southeast Regional. Only had scrimmages and practice games, and that's just a tough assignment when you're playing a seasoned team like Tennessee. And it is shown here in this opening game. Another base hit as Druzy pokes it into right field. So you can see that the 15-run rule certainly could come into play here. That's 15 runs or more after the 3rd inning. 10 runs certainly after the 4th, and we are already there with a 10-0 lead in that category. Drew Wagner pinch hitting here for Satinoff. Swings and misses. This is the 2nd consecutive inning that Tennessee has sent 9 men to the plate. Fouled back to the screen. 4 more games coming up tomorrow. We start bright and early, 10 a.m. Second round, our first elimination game. West Virginia will take on Virginia. Chance to see Surf Guerra again, who clubbed a monstrous homer, the first batter of this tournament. Crushed one over the left field wall. Can his team stay alive, or can Virginia fight back from their 7-3 loss to Florida and stay in the field? Here's the 1-2 pitch from Griffith. That ball is stroked into center field. Another base hit. Going to wave the runner around third. He's going to score without a throw. 11-0 as Pearson touches the plate. And the carousel continues. First and second for Tennessee again, as Wagner comes through with an RBI single.
Now batting number 5, Clayton Brewer, with number 9, Mateo Bruzzi.
Mateo Bruzzi going to bat here for Kaysen Brewer. Bruzzi pinch ran earlier in this same inning. $11-0, Tennessee on top here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bruzzi swings and misses, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike to the backstop. Everybody's going to move up 60 feet. Second and third now for Tennessee. Two balls and a strike. As Bruzzi, the 10th man to bat for Tennessee in this top of the second. Deep fly ball, right field. Let's see if Johns can handle it, and he comes up with the catch. Runner tags from third. And now racing home, a double tag scoring all the way from second as the second baseman Liner held on to the ball too long instead of getting the ball back into the infield. 2 RBI on the sac fly by Bruzy, and it is 13-0.
Next batter with Tennessee is first baseman number 2.
Nice catch out there by Leland Johns. Got the ball in quickly. Now, here was where the problem started. Liner just held the ball and did not get it in quick enough, allowing Wagner to score from third, actually to score from second. So a pitching change here. Griffiths comes out, will step aside. Tennessee leading 13-0.
Yep.
New pitcher number 12, that would be Corbett Castleberry. You got it. Want to play Little League? It's easy. Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. Been all Tennessee here in our final first round game. A 13-0 lead for the boys from Nolensville. New pitcher for Alabama will be number 12, Corbett Castleberry. So Castleberry moves over from first base to pitch. Griffith goes from pitch to shortstop. Or does he? And now we have players leaving the field. And so, yes, we're believing that Griffith will play short, and then the catcher is going to move to first base. That would be Ellison, and we will have a new catcher. And that will be number 25, Aiden Hernandez. So Castleberry comes on to pitch here for Alabama. 13-run lead for Tennessee. 5 runs in the first. They've scored 8 more here in the second, and they've certainly put this game in position for a run rule after 3 innings. 15-run lead after 3 innings would end the game. They have certainly positioned themselves to do that, sending 10 batters to the plate here in the second inning. And Alabama still trying to get that final out. So Tennessee positioned to advance and play Georgia in the winners bracket tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Those 2 winners brackets games tomorrow at 4 and 7. A lot riding on those. You win that, you don't have to play on Sunday. You go right to Monday. Skip through those, what essentially are quarterfinals on Sunday, 2 games on Sunday. So Tennessee looks like they're headed that way to play Georgia at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Ball is rifled down the line in left field, but foul. Ryan Newell put a charge in that one. One ball, 1 strike to Ryan Newell. 1-1 pitch to center field and going to drop for a base hit. So Newell aboard. The hits just keep on coming. Nolan Brown, the pitcher. He's got 2 base hits already in this game today. One ball, no strikes to Nolan Brown. Castleberry to the plate. Adds in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Scott Brown watching. Not all the games turn out to be this easy, but his son firmly in control of this game, having a nice day at the plate, 2 for 2, and the pitcher with a 13-run lead. Foul back to the string. Nolan Brown 2 for 2 with that RBI today. And hard to believe, 13-run lead. Alabama still has only had 3 batters come to the plate in the game, the first inning, trailing 13-0. Two-two pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nolan Brown. Big strikeout there for Castleberry, and that's out number 3. Yeah, the inning is over, folks. 8 runs cross for Tennessee, and the inning finally comes to an end. See if they can win, and they do have a 13-0 lead after an inning and a half. Would move into the winner's bracket and play Georgia tomorrow. And you see South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia will have to fight their way out of the loser's bracket.
Leading off the bottom of the second innings for Alabama is the catcher, number 25, Aiden Hernandez.
So Aiden Hernandez becomes just the 4th Alabama batter in this game. And Alabama pitchers have thrown 70 pitches, and this will be the 10th pitch by Nolan Brown, and it's a strike. So changes defensively for Tennessee. Stark now in at third base. Wagner's at second base instead of Satinoff. And Bruzy is in left field. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 3 pitches, and Nolan Brown strikes him out. And then the catcher, Shepler, or Rhodes, who's the new catcher. Rhodes is now in there at catcher. He promptly throws the ball down the right field line. 3 strikeouts for Nolan Brown out of the 4 batters that he's faced. Here's Andrew Mask. Mask swings and misses. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Mask chases that out of the strike zone. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Nolan Brown.
Next batter for Alabama is the second baseman, number 4, Liner.
So Nolan Brown at 15 pitches. The way things are rolling right now, there's a good possibility he's going to get this start and get it done in under 30 pitches. If things continue to roll like they have through the first inning and a half. Jet Liner batting. He swings and misses. Are we about to have an immaculate inning? 9 pitches, 9 swings and misses. 0-2 pitch. There it is. 9 pitches, 9 swings and misses for Nolan Brown. 13-0. We head to the third. Now he's gone to the mound. They call him J-Man. Tough spot to come in right here when your team's down 13 runs. Just throw strikes. 1-1. That was not one of them. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch. Way outside. 3-1 to Jack Rhodes. Rhodes, Grassland Elementary, 5'4", 105, 11 years old. He's one of the 2 11-year-olds they have on the roster. 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk puts Rhodes aboard. And Rocco Stark going to bat here. Stark playing third base now. He's out of Grassland Middle. 5'4", 145. His dad, Zach, was a left-handed pitcher drafted by the Marlins in 1993. And his mom, Beth, played basketball and coached basketball for Lipscomb. Ball got away, advancing to second. Jack Rhodes on the play. So 1 ball and no strikes to Rocco Stark. That's ball 2. I believe that's the Florida baseball team out there sprinting on the hill. Most of the teams have stuck around and watched a little extra baseball. That ball is driven to left field, and it is gone. Two-run homer. Rocco Stark. 15-0 Tennessee. Ball right in his wheelhouse. And hit it probably about 235 feet. Here's Hutch Weaver. So it appears that both of the winners bracket teams tomorrow night at 7 o'clock will have advanced by run rule. Georgia did that earlier today, beating South Carolina 10-0. Now Tennessee in position to do that with a 15-0 lead here in the third. Count now 3-0. They're the Florida team. Then the winner's bracket, they'll play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. They'll be taking on North Carolina. That should be a great game. North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina, Palm City, Florida, matching up in the first winner's bracket game tomorrow. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Missed inside, a 4-pitch walk, and Weaver's aboard.
Next batter for Tennessee is the shortstop, number 7, Ryan Pearson.
Here's Ryan Pearson. Pearson 1 for 2 in the game. Singled in the second. Young Jackson Ellison having some trouble finding the strike zone here. Ball fouled back to the screen. 11 hits for Tennessee in this game. Five runs in the first, 8 in the second, 2 more already here in the third, and still nobody out in this inning. One pitch, and that missed. It's now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That missed low, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Weaver down at first base. Bounces it up there. Runners at first and second. Want to see some girls with game? Tune in to the excitement of the Little League Softball World Series, August 11th to the 18th, and visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. So we're just 5 days away from the start of the Little League Softball Championship in Greenville, North Carolina. Looks like we'll have a new pitcher here. Jet Liner will be our new pitcher. So Jet Liner going to come on to pitch. Just 13 days from now, Williamsport, 16 teams from the United States playing for the Little League World Series Championship. A great tournament. And Jet Liner has come on to pitch here. Here's Will Drucey. Drucey's 2 for 2 in the game, scored twice, knocked in 3 runs, had a triple in that big 5-run first inning. Two balls and no strikes. 15-0 lead for Tennessee. That ball socked into right field. Weaver gets held at third, bases loaded. And Drew Wagner will bat. RBI single for Wagner when he batted an inning ago, back in the second. Nice stop by Hernandez to dive and keep that ball from going to the backstop. Drucy at first, Pearson at second, Weaver at third. Bases loaded again for this Tennessee team. Fouled back to the screen. One ball, one strike. Wrapping up day one, first round action here in Warner Robins, Georgia. 4 more games, second round action starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. That ball is cranked to deep left field, and it is gone. Grand slam home run. Drew Wagner. It is 19-0. The second home run of the inning for Tennessee following the 2-run homer by Rocco Stark. Drew Wagner just unloads with a grand slam.
Starter number 5, Mason Brewer.
So Kason Brewer batting for the 4th time in this game. Make that the 3rd time in this game. He had a pinch hit for him in that Bruzy pinch hit for him back in the 2nd inning. The 2nd time that his spot came up in the lineup in that inning. So Brewer is, well, he's been on base twice. He does have a single. They scored his original plate appearance as an error on the second baseman. Count is 3-0. Jetliner pegs him with the pitch. Step back in time a few seconds and see Wagner with the grand slam home run.
Now stepping to the plate for Tennessee, the first baseman, number 2, Ryan Neal.
Got a good 235-foot home run out there, about 10 feet over that 225 fence. Ryan Newell has a single. Pitch goes behind him. One-0 pitch from Liner. A little bit inside that time, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Missed outside, 3-0. It's a tough position to be in, no doubt about it, for the Alabama kids. I was on that side of things a number of times during my Little League career. It's just not a whole lot of fun. Ball hit to center field, and it's going to get over the center fielder's head and one-hop the wall. And that will be a long single. I believe the instructions had come in to take one base. So a long single, first and second for Tennessee as Newell reaches.
Next batter, pitcher, number 3, Nolan Brown.
Nolan Brown steps to the plate. Ball outside, 1-0. 5 in the first, 8 in the second, 6 in the third. Pitch outside, 2-0. Liner, swing and a miss by Brown. 2-1. Still nobody out in the inning. And Brown fouls that one back to the screen. Liner looks in, gets the sign from Hernandez, and throws it behind Brown. The runners will not advance. Three balls and 2 strikes. Rifle shot into right field, base hit. And everybody will stop at their bases. Bases loaded. So this is the 3rd consecutive inning that they've batted all the way around.
Next batter, number 12, Jack Rhodes.
They sent 12 to the plate in the second. They spent 9 in the first, 12 in the second, now 9 here in the third, and still nobody out. Jack Rhodes batting, sends it into right field for a base hit. Another run will score. And it's 20-0. So Rhodes drives in the run with the RBI single.
Number 21, Tanner Jackson.
So Tanner Jackson gonna bat in this spot. And he pops that one into center field for a base hit, and it's 21-0.
Next batter, center fielder, number 8, Hutch Weaver.
Here's Hutch Weaver. No balls and a strike to Weaver. I think everybody watching just pulling for Alabama to get some outs here. And that ball hit to center field. That's going to drop. Another run will score, and it's 22-0. It's tough as a coach to tell your players not to swing and hit the ball. That's
Now
what they're supposed to do.
Tennessee, shortstop, number 7, Ryan Pearson.
And time called by the Alabama coach, and I think they're going to make another pitching change. So we'll step aside as they change out the pitchers. 22-0 Tennessee. Burdett. Hayden Burdett will be the new pitcher for Alabama. Comes in with the bases loaded and a 22-run deficit.
Number 3, Hayden Burdett.
So just a tough night all the way around for these little leaguers from Sylacauga, Alabama, playing in the Southeast Regional for the first time ever.
Number 10, Leland Smith, center field.
Some defensive changes. Smith now takes over in center field. Castleberry goes to third, Helms at first. I'll just give you the entire defensive alignment. Might be easier that way than just to try to keep up with the changes. Hernandez behind the plate. Helm at first, Liner at second, Griffith at short, Castleberry at third, Eccles in left, Smith in center, Johns in right. And Burdett on the mound. Still trying to get that elusive first out here in the third inning. Tennessee has sent 11 to the plate, and they've scored 9 runs in the inning. So the runners head back to their respective bases. Here's Ryan Pearson. And Pearson at the plate. And I think Tennessee just trying to give him an out right there and did. So the base runner was caught off the bag at third base. Looked like it might be a little bit intentional. Tennessee trying to help him out here. Which, you know, in this case, that's the sportsman thing to do. The sportsmanship thing to do is try to help them out and get them back into the dugout so they can bat one last time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Missed high. Two balls and a strike to Pearson. Busy day for the shortstop. And quickly becoming a busy night as we approach the 8:30 hour here in the Eastern time zone. Started our baseball at 10 a.m. Eastern. So a good 10+ hours of baseball in the books already here today in Warner Robins. And more of the same tomorrow. Three balls and 2 strikes. And the ball shot past the third base coach. Had to get out of the way. Veteran coaching staff, Chris Mercado, was the head coach of this Little League program for 3 consecutive state championship teams, 2013 through 15. The 13 and 14 teams advanced to the Little League World Series. And Randy Huth, in our conversation with him and the coaching staff, just said, you know, really just a tremendous benefit to him to have the veteran coaching staff that he has alongside with him on this journey as they try to get to Williamsport. Three balls and 2 strikes. Pearson steps back in. Popped up. Let's see if someone can make a play on this. Griffith over there. The third baseman couldn't get to it. Castleberry tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch. So the count remains 3-2 to Ryan Pearson. And that's ball 4. The bases are loaded. Let's see who will be the batter now for Tennessee. Looks like Druzy will stay in there and bat.
Number 15, Will Druzy.
So Druzy stands in there. Bases loaded. And the third base runner there, Jackson, may have gotten the instructions to come off the bag at third base like they did the last time. And here he comes. He comes off the bag, and now the pitcher. They've got him in the rundown for the second out. So now 2 down in the inning. And give some credit there to the Tennessee team for doing what they're doing. Obviously, they're an experienced and seasoned program, and a very sportsmanlike thing to try to help out here. The ball is hit to right field. Everybody will stop at one base as the ball goes to the fence. Nobody's going to score on that play. And now they've got another runner at third, and we'll see if they surrender the out here. So Satinoff now comes back to the plate.
Re-entering and batting, number 1, William Satinoff.
I just think it's a really nice thing to do within the context of the game. And now the runner comes off the bag but does not come all the way down the line like they had done before with the 2 previous third base runners. 1-0 pitch. Ball bounces. Nice stab by Hernandez on the backhand. 2-0. See Hernandez. Nice athletic play behind the plate. And there's a strike. 2-1. So Burdette trying to close out this inning. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Tennessee will play Georgia tomorrow, 2 teams that will have advanced by run rule. And that'll be for a spot in the Monday semifinals. Should be a great game. That's 7 o'clock. That'll be our final of 4 second-round games tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. Ball hit on the ground to the third baseman. Can't come up with it. Run's going to score, and it's 23-0. And now the runner is going to get caught in a rundown and end the inning. And that will finally bring the 10-run third to a close. One last chance to bat for Alabama when we get back. The final at-bat for Alabama in this game. Little League would like to extend a special thank you to its official sponsors like Spectrum and Gatorade, who help to maintain the strength and leadership of the Little League program. Little League would also like to thank its dedicated volunteers who make the program a special experience for millions of children. And let me second that. All the great volunteers that we have working this event at the Southeast Baseball Regional in Warner Robins, Georgia. Men and women giving of their time here to make this event possible. It has become an annual tradition here and fixture on the schedule in Central Georgia to have the Southeast Baseball Regional here at this ballpark, as well as the Southeast Softball Regional as well. Castleberry taps that one foul as he leads off the third. Castleberry, Burdett, and Johns due up in the inning. Pitch missed outside. It's 1-1. Only 20 pitches for Nolan Brown in this game. And let's see, 20 pitches, no rest required. So now he went to 21. So he would have to take. So he cannot pitch tomorrow against Georgia. He would get one calendar day of rest. So if they have to play on Sunday, he would be able to pitch. And there's a look at the graphic right there as he's now at 22 pitches. So he can't pitch tomorrow against Georgia's. Castleberry goes down. Strikeout number 6 in a row for Brown. No doubt Dad would be proud of his performance today, and of course in attendance watching.
The batter for Alabama, the pitcher, number 3, Hayden.
Here's Hayden Burdett, the pitcher. And strike number 1. But obviously the game like this has been very beneficial for Tennessee in the future tense in regard to being able to use Nolan Brown. They're going to come out of this being able to use him on Sunday or Monday, depending upon when their third game in the tournament will be, if they elect to do that, if they need to do that. Here's the 0-2 pitch, strikes him out. 7 consecutive strikeouts for Nolan Brown, and now Alabama's down to their final batter. Here's Leland Johns. Ball 1, a rare pitch that missed the strike zone by Nolan Brown tonight. 1-0 pitch. That's 2 in a row. 2-0. Again, our day will start tomorrow at 10 a.m. We'll have West Virginia taking on Virginia in our first elimination game of this 8-team tournament. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And there's a strike, 2-2, and now Alabama down to their final strike. Nolan Brown, swing and a miss, and Tennessee has defeated Alabama by a final score of 23-0. Tennessee plays tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, against Georgia in the winner's bracket. Alabama will play South Carolina at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.